So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Sterling. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pelé. McTominay, he's found space here. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That looks a decent ball. That's an excellent interception. Gilberto Silva. It's Ronaldinho. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Maradona. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Aim forwards. He's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. They get a throw in. And that is expertly dealt with. No way through. Zola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's only too happy to take that back. The shots! They've scored! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Goa have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive.
Foolish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Brazil restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Osimhen. That's the keeper's ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The less said about that pass, the better. Hakimi wins the duel this time. That's a nicely shaped ball. Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Towering header! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Cross from Zola. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Short changes him with that pass. That pass isn't the best. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. No, that's been intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Zola. Goa have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Goa have their third corner. Getting up there! And no mistake. Into the lead once more. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Goa have their lead. Threads one in.
Might want to be careful there.
David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. And he's there to retrieve it. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Couldn't squeeze it through. Shot. Goes for a shot! One's fallen kindly here. And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Goa now in a position far more desirable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
McTominay, that is good alertness. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, can they get him away? Cannavaro makes the interception. McTominay. Oh, easy pickings there. That pass has been well intercepted.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That'll be a throw-in. Kaka. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just showed optimistic. And the whistle goes for half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos anunciar os números sorteados de hoje. Se tiverem bilhete, confiram no telão.
So let's get the ball rolling.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That is a little undercooked. Gilberto Silva. Now it's Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pelé. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. McTominay. That's been slipped through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gilberto Silva. And it's Messi. Now it's Villa. Now it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Out for a throw. Roberto Carlos. And here's Maradona. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has ended up in no man's land. Aims beyond the defence, and it's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Not the most accurate pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro. Now Gilberto Silva. That's a little off target. And he's intervened well there. McTominay. Now it's Villa. Knocks it into space. And this is Pelé. He's found a way through and the shots!
I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Aos 22 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo
Brazil
jogador,
cut their deficits and look
19.
raring to go again.
What a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And he's definitely on charge, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Goa get their fourth corner. And that is headed for the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Brazil shapes to shoot! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring,
aos 27 minutos do
absolutely
segundo
purring.
tempo, pelo jogador,
Mbappe
camisa
and
11.
his razor-sharp pass there.
Teremos uma
Well, I admire players
substituição.
who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Elects to cross. And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something.
And he's straight offside. Van Balken. We expected better, and so did he. And this is Maradona. He's in one-on-one. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Corner it is. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pele. Now it's Villa. He won't be happy with that one. That was not well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, did he?
Pass somewhat off target. Nicely intercepted. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. No way through. And he's managed to get free. Beckenbauer gets it away. He's in a great position here.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
That's been cut out, well played. Yeah, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nice interception, well timed. Tries to play it through. And so that's it. It is all over. Brazil were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.